Secretary Clinton, welcome back to Meet the Press.
It's great to talk with you from Singapore, David. Thank you.
Let me begin by something that's very controversial back home. As you well know, the decision by the Attorney General to transfer some of the high-profile prisoners from Guantanamo Bay, from the prison there, the self-proclaimed perpetrators of 9/11, Khalid Sheikh Mohammed, and make them stand trial in New York. As you know, the reaction has been fierce on Capitol Hill among mostly Republicans, but some Democrats too, saying that there's no reason to give these prisoners the rights of the common criminal. On the other side, you have Mayor Bloomberg of New York saying that it's the right thing to do to make them stand trial just a few blocks away from where the World Trade Center stood. Where do you stand on this?
Well, David, this was a very comprehensively examined decision that the Attorney General and the Department of Justice and the Department of Defense reached in who would be tried in federal court, who would be in the military commission system that the Obama administration has revised. And, I'm not going to second-guess any decision that the Attorney General made, but I think it's important that Mayor Bloomberg, that our law enforcement officials in New York, all believe that New York City not only can handle this, but that it is appropriate to go forward in the very area where these people launched this horrific attack against us. I was a senator from New York, and I want to see them brought to justice. The most important thing for me is that, they pay the ultimate price for what they did to us on 9/11. And if the Attorney General and veteran prosecutors think this is the best way to achieve that outcome, then I think that, they should be given the right to move forward as they see appropriate.
Do you agree with those who say that this exposes New York City to unnecessary risks of terrorism?
No, and I think Mayor Bloomberg, the police commissioner, Ray Kelly, these are, people who put the interests of New York above all else, and they clearly believe that this can be handled in New York. I have the greatest confidence in the law enforcement personnel and leadership in New York City. Obviously, it's a very painful experience for families to have to go through. That is something that pains me. But we are a nation of laws, and we have two different venues for holding these people accountable: the military commissions and our federal courts, and the individual decisions that the Justice Department and the Defense Department have made, along with the advice of veteran prosecutors, I think should be respected.
When is a realistic deadline now for Americans to expect the prison at Guantanamo Bay to be shut down?
Well, I think as soon as possible, but obviously there are some challenges. I think that every American should understand that closing Guantanamo was a commitment that President Obama made. It was very well received around the world because Guantanamo had come to represent not the America that we all believe in and that we hold dear, our values and the way we behave. And so closing it is a commitment that the president made that he will follow through on. The timing is kind of dependent upon how we answer all these other issues.